Going, it's Tim Brown, and I am sharing with you another goal setting technique slash template. Feel free to clone this template. It's in a Google spreadsheet. If you like goal setting as much as me, I think you'll like this one. So the whole concept is here is that you have a 3-month goal. This is all based on a book called The 12-Week Year by Brian Moran. Get more done in 12 weeks than others do in 12 months. And I like that title because I can get into that. I want to get more done than others, more done in 12 weeks than others do in 12 months. And so let me share with you a little bit about how I would do that and how I would position this kind of template. So basically the whole idea is that you get down what your 3-month goals are. So let's say you have a big nutrition goal, a big fitness goal, maybe you have a sales goal or a words written goal. Maybe you're trying to write a lot. I love writing. So maybe a 90-day writing goal or whatever it happens to be. You figure out what those 3-month goals are, make them specific, and you put them on this side of the template, so in this spot, and then you set your weekly key. So he calls it a lead indicator. He says that if you're only focusing on these, the 3-month goals, excuse me, I'm gonna move this one over, the 3-month goals, that's actually, it's a lag indicator, so it means by the time you realize you're not going to hit that goal, it's too late. So he calls it a lag indicator. But these are lead indicators. So stuff that you're doing in the weekly or the daily to make sure that you hit those 3-month goals. So you set a big goal, and then you set the weekly goal related to it, that if you did this, it would be hard not to hit the 3-month goal. So you essentially, what you do is you track your results from the weekly goal. So you say, I either got 20% or 50% on that goal, etc. And then you track the percentages that you did. And then what I do is I separate it out into my personal goals and then my business goals. And this Google spreadsheet, if you copy this template, will essentially break it down and give you your average, what your percentage is. What he says, and I think that this is also partly taken from the book Traction that we implement for our business, but you're shooting for over 80%. You don't want to just get, you're not shooting for just perfection, because first of all, that might make you lower what your initial goals are. And it also might, you don't want to like discourage yourself because you're not perfect. So it's not about being perfect. It's about pushing and trying to get over 80% every single time. So I think those are two really good ideas. And then this template also combines it into, between personal and between business, what your percentage is. And then you're just shooting for kind of increasing it each week. And if you hit 80% on average over the course of these 3 months, it should be easy to hit that 3-month or 12-week year goal. So definitely suggest the book by Brian Moran, the 12-week year, and try this template. See if it works for you. I find it very, very useful to focus on a weekly goal that relates to my 3-month goal and to track that over time. So hope this was useful for you, and please check out any other of these resources for goal setting at goalpyramid.com. I'm going to continue adding goal setting templates, goal setting resources there. Sign up to follow along with the journey. The original idea was I'm trying to build a software, but in the meantime, I want to share any goal setting strategies, techniques. There's videos, and there's a giant guide to goal setting on goalpyramid.com. check it out, and I hope you have an amazing year. This is right before the new year, so I was figuring people are goal setting, so I want to be useful to people on that front. And have a good week and a good 3 month period, good quarter, and set aggressive goals and track your weekly progress towards them. All right, thanks, guys. Bye.